Good day everyone. I'm JERICHO G. OLILA, grade 11 student from Liceo de Cagayan University, STEM 17. And hello Miss Christine Adaya. For today, I will present a tutorial video of two created on real-life word problem-solving application involving rational function and inverse function. So first, I will start with a problem where it involves rational function I mean. Sorry for the background noise, teacher. Okay. So, in here, what is a rational function? A rational function is a function of the form of f of x equals p of x over q of x, where p of x and q of x are polynomial function, and p of x is not equals to 0 function. So we have an example how to solve the rational function. We have example here. D stands for distance. We have here d is equal for distance, and the t stands for time, and the r stands for rate. So we have here distance rate equals rate x time, and we have here rate distance over time. We have here time distance over rate. So we have here a real life. Here. Here's a real life problem. A boat goes 240 miles downstream. In the same time, it can go 160 miles upstream. And the speed naman of the current is 5 miles per hour. So the question is, what is the speed of the boat in still water? Okay. We have a step by step how to solving it. Okay, here's the step 1. Step 1, we have to read the problem carefully. Okay. The 240 miles downstream and 160 miles upstream and 5 miles per hour. Okay. We have a step 2. Step 2, we just have to assign a variable. So our variable is x plus speed of the boat in still water. Here's our variable. Speed of the boat in still water. Okay. So we have here a table. So we have here a distance, rate, and time, and upstream and downstream. We have here a 160 miles upstream. So here. And the downstream is 240 miles downstream. So we have 240. And the rate naman, we have x negative 5 and x plus positive 5 I mean. So why is it x negative 5? Because the upstream is, we have here a negative 5 because the upstream is going slower and the downstream is going faster. That's why it's a positive 5, and that's why it's negative 5, because it's going slower and the positive is going faster. And we don't have a variable of t time. We just have to put a t in here. So here next. Step 3, we just have a write an equation. So here we have t equals 160 over 6, I mean x negative 5, and over here naman is t plus 240 x positive 5. So this is our and in here it's simple. We are just going to cross multiply it like this. like x positive 5, we are just going to multiply it by 160, and x negative 5, we are just going to multiply it to 240. So we have the answer, and the answer is x is equals to 25 miles per hour. So if you don't know what is cross multiplying, it is a process where you multiply the numerator in the first fraction times the denominator in the second fraction. So that's what is the cross multiplying. Okay, next. So we have the final answer na, the step 4. Therefore, the speed of the boat in still water is 25 miles per hour. Here's our final answer. Okay, let's proceed with the problem where it involves inverse function. Okay. So what is a inverse function? So inverse function is a function that undoes the action of another function. A function g is the inverse of function f if whenever y equals f of x, then x equals g of y. In other words, applying f and then g is the same thing as doing nothing. We can write this in terms of composition of f and g as g composed by f of x equals x. Okay. A function has an inverse function only of if for every y in its range there is only one value of x its domain, for which x of x equals y. This inverse function of unique and frequently denoted by f minus 1 and called f inverse of 1. Okay, let's proceed the problem. Okay, here's our real life problem. So here, my mom from Arizona called me and told me that my little brother has a 105.8 Fahrenheit temperature. Do I have reason to worry about my brother? Okay, we have the step 1, how to solve it. Step 1, we just need to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. So we have here our variable c. So just have to multiply it by 9, then divide by 5, then add by 32. So step 2, we just need to inverse it. So we have here deduct 32, then multiply by 5, then divide by 9. So as you can see here, our 9 is in the last na, tapos the 5 is at the middle, and the 3 is in the first. That's why this is inverse. Okay. So step 3, we have to convert it. So we have here c equals 105.8 minus 32 times 5 over 9. So we have here. So we have this is our converted na. Okay. Step 4, we have to solve the equation. So we have here and here, yeah. And we have here. We just need to deduct, I mean minus it, like 105.8 minus 32. So that's why we get the 73.8. So we just need to copy here to here. Okay. The next step is to divide, I mean times the 73.8 by, wait lang, let me erase it. So here we just need to times the 73 point the hours. So the next step in the equation is we just need to times the 73.8 by 5 and divide it by 9. Okay, that's why we got the 41 Celsius. So here our final answer Yes, there is a reason to worry about, I mean, to worry because 41 Celsius is a very hot temperature. So this is our final answer. I hope you understand. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something, and thank you Miss Christine Adaya, and I hope you like it. I did my best. So thank you guys for watching, and sayonara.